The suitcase stare down. We've all been there. It's you versus a mountain of clothes, and a quiet but powerful sense of panic is starting to creep in. There are two versions of you in this moment. There's the enlightened, minimalist traveler you aspire to be, the one who glides through airports with a single, elegant bag. And then there's the other you. The one who is haunted by the ghost of trips past. The one whispering, "But what if it rains? What if we go somewhere fancy? What if you spill coffee on your only nice shirt?" And before you know it, your bag is straining at the seams, filled with just-in-case items for a life you don't even live at home. This cycle of overpacking isn't just about luggage. It's about anxiety. It's about the fear of being unprepared. But I'm here to tell you that the freedom you're looking for on your travels begins before you even leave the house. It begins with conquering this single, universal challenge. And today, I'm going to give you the exact blueprint to do it for good. These aren't just tips, they are transformative habits that will fundamentally change your relationship with your suitcase. And if this battle sounds familiar, if you've ever paid an overweight baggage fee or dragged a heavy suitcase over cobblestone streets, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We are building a community of savvy, world-wise travelers here, and I don't want you to miss out on the secrets that will unlock your best adventures yet. Alright, let's dismantle this overpacking habit, piece by piece. Our first principle is the most important. I call it the golden rule of cohesion. The rule is simple. Every single top you pack must work with every single bottom you pack. No exceptions. We are no longer packing individual items, we are curating a system. Think of your travel wardrobe not as a collection of your favorite clothes, but as a high-performance machine where every gear works with every other gear. When you pack with this rule, the math becomes magical. 5 tops and 3 bottoms doesn't give you 8 outfits. It gives you a matrix of at least 15 distinct looks, and that's before you even add a layering piece. Suddenly, your small, lightweight bag contains weeks of variety. To make this easy, choose a simple color palette of 4 or 5 complementary colors. For example, navy, cream, olive green, and denim. Now, every piece you select within that palette, a navy blazer, a cream t-shirt, olive trousers, your favorite jeans, is guaranteed to look fantastic together. The result? You eliminate decision fatigue on your trip. You get dressed in seconds. You always look put together. You pack half the clothes, but have triple the options. This single habit is the foundation of packing light forever. Next, we need to embrace what I call the rewear revolution. Somewhere along the line, social media conditioned us to believe that every photo on a trip demands a completely new outfit. We need to collectively agree to let this idea go. The truth is, nobody is paying that much attention. And more importantly, your trip is for you. It's for your experience, your memories, your comfort, not for a hypothetical audience online. The most stylish people in the world are known for their signature looks, which they wear again and again. So, give yourself permission to repeat. That perfect pair of black trousers can be worn for a day of exploring with sneakers, and then be worn the next night to a nice dinner with a simple change of top and shoes. The secret weapon here is accessories. A simple scarf, a statement necklace, or a different belt can completely transform the same base outfit, and these items take up virtually no space. Focus on packing clothes that you feel incredible in. The ones that fit perfectly and feel like a second skin. These are your workhorses. Wear them proudly, and wear them often. The goal is to enjoy your trip, not to produce a fashion magazine. This leads us to our third habit, the container constraint. This is a powerful psychological trick. Instead of deciding what to pack and then finding a bag to fit it all, you do the opposite. You choose your bag first, and that bag becomes a non-negotiable boundary. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't go. This works because of a simple principle. Stuff will always expand to fill the space available. If you give yourself a giant suitcase, your brain will find a way to fill it with things you don't need. By choosing a smaller bag, say, a carry-on or even just a personal item-sized bag, you force yourself to become a ruthless editor. You stop thinking in terms of options and start thinking in terms of essentials. It turns packing from a chore of hoarding into a creative puzzle. How can I fit my most essential, most versatile, most beloved items into this defined space? And here is the ultimate power move that this habit unlocks. When you master the art of packing everything you truly need into a single, small personal item bag, you have just freed up your entire carry-on suitcase. It's now completely empty. Imagine that. An entire empty suitcase for souvenirs, for shopping, or for simply the luxurious, stress-free feeling of traveling light on your way there, and having all the space you could want on the way back. That is true packing freedom. Now for a habit that is fast, brutal, and incredibly effective. I call it the 3-second gut check. As you're deciding on items, hold each one up and ask yourself a very simple question. Do I feel 100% amazing in this, right now, in my current body? You have only 3 seconds to answer. If the answer is not an immediate, instinctive, heck yes, it goes back in the closet. That tiny moment of hesitation is your answer. That little voice that starts to justify it, saying, well, maybe if I lose a little water weight. Or, it would be okay if we go to that one specific type of restaurant. That is a no. Your suitcase is not a wishing well for a fantasy version of yourself. It is a toolbox for the real you on this real trip. Fill it only with items that give you instant confidence. No debates, no justifications. Just a simple, visceral yes or no. This will purge your suitcase of all the maybe items that end up being dead weight. Our fifth habit is one you perform at the very end. It's called the final edit. Just when you think you are perfectly packed and ready to zip up the bag, stop. Open it back up. And take one thing out. Just one. It could be a t-shirt, a book, a backup charger, anything. Force yourself to remove one last item. Why? Because your pre-trip brain is an anxious overplanner. It operates from a place of scarcity and fear. This final act of removal is an act of trust. It's you telling yourself, I have packed enough. I will be okay. I am resourceful. I have done this on every single trip for the last 5 years, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, I have never, not even once, missed that one item I removed. In most cases, I get to my destination and realize I could have taken out 3 more things. This habit keeps you honest and reinforces the reality that you always need less than you think. Finally, we must install the reality filter. This is how we defeat the what-if goblin that lives in our brains. Every time your mind offers a what-if scenario, you must challenge it with 2 questions. First, can something I'm already packing solve this problem? For example, what if it gets cold? Well, are you already packing a sweater and a button-down shirt? Layer them. That's your solution. What if I need to look dressy? Can your simple black dress be elevated with that scarf and a nice pair of flats you're already bringing? Don't pack a separate solution for a problem you can already solve. The second question is the buy or borrow test. Ask yourself, in the unlikely event this what-if scenario actually happens, can I solve this problem for less than $20 at my destination? What if you lose your sunglasses? You can buy a new pair. What if there's a sudden downpour? You can buy a cheap umbrella, or your hotel will almost certainly have one you can borrow. You are traveling to a functioning part of the world where people live, shop, and solve daily problems. Stop packing for low-cost, low-probability emergencies. Trust in your own resourcefulness and the simple fact that you can almost always buy or borrow your way out of a minor jam. Putting these habits into practice isn't about deprivation. It's the opposite. It's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the physical and mental weight of your stuff, so you can be fully present for the weight of the experience. It's about knowing that everything in your bag serves you, empowers you, and makes your journey easier, not harder. Pack with intention. Travel with freedom. And go make some incredible memories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.